Hello, my crafty friends. My name is Denise Becker, and I'm from sunny Florida. And, y'all, I still don't even know what the heck I'm doing. I'm looking at this, these little pieces that I stamped, colored and die cut, and then I didn't like the white around them because I didn't think it went with this pattern, so I cut the white off. Now I hate them, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna decorate this card. But this is another, this is more of what when I think of a shadow box. I jumped track. Let me just see if I can't get that out. What I think of a shadow box is, I think I've made one into a card before. It's not hard at all. There's a lot of scoring and cutting. Not a lot of cutting, but it's really not hard at all. If y'all have never made a shadow box, it's really, don't be intimidated by it at all. I found this particular card, which is gonna be 5 by 6.5, and I've never made, I normally do not make that size cards, but Scrap Day Shadow Box Frame Birthday Card Tutorial. And I like it. I like her idea. I just don't like what I did to decorate it. So I'm looking at it going, I don't think so. I think they look tacky. I don't like them at all. There's a little fence in the set. What I'm using is Garden Meadow, and it comes with these gorgeous garden patterns you see here. And on the back I've used, well, this I cut out, but like they're plain like on the back, and really gorgeous little, that's pretty on the back. I used something similar on the back of mine. Really gorgeous papers, and they're like a watercolor effect. And yeah, I don't like what I did. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I'm sitting here looking at it. I even went and pulled out some which I don't even have a lot of because I don't really use them. I make my own. But I don't know if I'm going to do this. I just have not decided, because no, I can't do it. But I'm using this Garden Meadow set, which is really pretty. Paper's gorgeous. It comes with these birds and butterflies and some ribbon, which I'm not using. But I'm using you're going to need a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock, or I guess you could use DSP. It's not 12 by 12, but it's 10 by 11.5 is what you'll need. And I did go ahead and score it, because you don't have to sit here and watch me scoring. On every, you start at the short, and just score every corner, all the way around. You're going to score at, and I'll leave the measurements for you, 3/4, 1 1/4, 2, and 2.5. And then on the short side, you're also going to score at, let's see, on the short, yeah, only on the short sides, top and bottom. You're going to score at, let me see, 3.5 down to the second score line, and 5 down to the second score line. Can y'all see that? See these two score lines, and that's top and bottom. And I'll leave that for you. Only on the short side, okay? The rest you just go ahead and score all the way across, all 4 sides at the same, at 3/4, 1 1/4, 2, 2.5. Just on the short side, top and bottom, you will score 3.5 and 5 down to the second score line, okay? They're just cutting lines is what that is. So that's it. That's all you're gonna do. Now, let me go ahead. Should I go ahead and fold them up? Yeah, I guess I will. Boy, I hate this. I'm so not using that. That would just ruin my card. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, how I'm gonna do the front, but it's not that. Ugh, I tell you, I can't think. My creativity is just like flown the coop. I can't decide what to do. I'm looking. I changed my mind. then I make something and I hate it and throw it out. I don't know. I just can't get back into the swing of it. And it's not that I come in here, but it's like blank. I'm like looking at this going, okay, well, what do I do here? I don't know. And I'm really tired of florals. I'm really tired of florals. That's why I thought I'd use this, because it's got all these cute little, and I did use the inside. This is going to be this. I did use a little wheelbarrow, and I love the little fence. It's a you can either stamp it, and I've got to get some StazOn cleaner. I don't have StazOn ink. I was going to use StazOn on that and watercolor it, but I don't have StazOn remover, which I'm shocked I don't have it, but you can either stamp it or build it with the dies. So I just stamped it. And there's this really cute, really super cute little images. So yeah, I'd use the stamps and die cut them, and the way I ruined them. I just totally ruined them. I don't know if you should do too much with paper like this, because you ruin it when you put, you know, especially with the white showing in a die. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I'm going to do now. How I'm going to decorate this. Probably not much, because I don't think it needs much. So I'm going ahead and I'm burnishing all the lines. Don't worry. These are cut lines. These little two short ones, these are cut lines. So don't worry about those. So just go ahead and burnish everything. Actually, you could just cut it off first without having to do this, but it doesn't matter. I'll go ahead and do it. Gonna have to do it anyway. Okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of, I don't know, y'all. I'm in a funk. I'm in a real funk, and I cannot decide what to do. And I hate everything I make. Oh well, I'll get out of it. But right now I need a good. I just can't think of anything nice to make. I don't know. I'm having trouble. And when I make something, I end up tossing it, because I'm like, oh, why'd you do that? I don't know. But anyway. Okay, so I've got all those burnished. Now what you're going to do is these four corners with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16. There's 16 little, there's little rectangles and little squares. All four corners remove. And remove the score line over here. Just go ahead and just cut all four corners and remove this score line on the inside. Okay? Just remove the score. Whoop, I cut down a little too far, but I'm just going to go ahead and remove the score line. Yeah, that's why I wanted to burnish it, so I could remove that score line. Yeah, and then just cut off all four corners. Okay? Just being very neat and with that score line, and just remove it. Okay? Because it would get in the way when you fold it all up. Okay. Cut that out. Yeah, we're just going to remove all of these little corners right now. It's very easy to do, y'all. Okay. Now, I've never made this. This is a little different, the way she made her card, than I've made before. I just made a shadow box frame and then glued it onto a card, but she does hers just slightly different. So, we'll see how it turns out. I know I'm looking at those. I even watercolored those, because I thought maybe that would look better. No, I used my watercolor paper and everything. No, it didn't work. I just don't like it a bit. They're tacky. Okay, so we remove those corners, okay? All four corners. Now, where you have these score marks at that go down to the second score line, what you're going to do is cut and remove the score line over here. Remove the score line on this little panel right there. So see, I'm just cutting down to the second score line, and then what you do is you're going to make a cut on a diagonal all the way over here. And if it's easier for you to take a ruler and see what I'm doing, I'm going to cut from the here all the way to this corner, okay? And that's what's going to make the frame, the corners of the shadow box. If it's easier for you to take, you know, a ruler and a pencil and draw that line, go ahead, do it. I just cut. Just go from corner to corner, okay? And I'll erase that. Not that you'll see it, that's the inside. Okay, so I'm going to turn this over because it's easier for me to cut. So I'm cutting down to the second score line, and I'm going all the way across to the third score line, okay? And we're going to do that on both sides. Just cut all the way. There we go. Okay? And I'm going to turn it around, turn it over, and do the same thing. I'm going to cut up to the second score line, removing that score line, and then I'm going to cut all the way to the third on the diagonal. Okay? It's that easy. That's all you do. And I'm just turning it over because it makes it easier for me to cut. Okay. And just removing that score line. Okay. There we go. All the way to the corner. That's that. Okay. So now we can put it together. I don't remember her name. It was just Scrap Day. But she used tear and tape, which you could, but I think glue is a better choice. And you're going to do these are the, what's going to happen is this is going to fold up like that, okay? And then this is going to fold under like that, just like that. And scooch it underneath there, and there's your, see, there's your shadow box frame, just like that. See how easy that is? It's so simple, so simple. So don't be afraid of that. And do your sides, do these sides first. I'm going to use this glue. I'm going to put glue. This is the inside, so I'm going to put, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah. So I'm going to put glue on the first tab, okay? Just like that. And then what we're going to do is fold down like 2 panels. Fold the 2 panels down, just like that. And then just bring it over, okay? Just bring it over. And then get that glue nice and stuck. This glue is not as quick grab as the other, the art glitter glue. So I might have to take a minute to get this to grab. Okay. Yeah. I hope that's, she did it a little different. She didn't do this. This is how I do it. Everybody has their own ways of doing it. You'll see that when you see, watch people make shadow boxes. They all have their own ways of cutting it and making it. But let's see if that's stuck. There we go. And then I'm going to bring it out the other way and burnish it. Okay. So then you bring this back up, and there's your 3/4 inch frame for your shadow box. Okay. See? Just like that. Easy, just like that. So I'm going to put glue on again on this side, on the first panel. Okay, and then I'm going to fold over 2 panels, just like that, and then just fold this over. Oop, I got glue on my hands. Okay, and then just get that really stuck down. Okay, and that's it's very easy, and so is the top. I sure messed up the decorations, though. I really do not like what I did. And I'm not gonna ruin my card by putting them on there. So get that nice and stuck. I like this glue because you can, in a way it's kind of good that it doesn't grab so fast, because then you really have time to, you know, if you have to move it, if it's not on there straight. So I really like this glue. I used up the little bottle and I ordered another big bottle. This is the Tonic Studios Crafty Tacky Glue. Okay, I like that. So let me make sure that's nice and stuck. And both ways. Did I do both ways? Yeah. And there you go. There's your two sides to your shadow box. See? Just like that. Easy, easy, easy. And then you want to kind of dry fit it before you glue it down. Now, how am I going to do this? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Because sometimes if you've left your score line on, that will show, and it would be and it might be a little snug in here. That's why I always remove the score line when I'm making a shadow box. And there will be a gap up here. Some people, I've seen somebody make one with a tab. I might have to try that just to see, because there will be a gap. But on this, honestly, I don't think you'll even notice it. So, and the same thing here. We're gonna put glue. Make sure that it's gonna fit. Yeah, because sometimes you might have to trim off just a little bit, but that's fine. That is fine. Okay. So here, what we're gonna do, let's see. Okay, we're gonna put glue right here on this diagonal cut. Just put a little glue right there. Okay, on both sides. Just a little right on the edge. And then on the back side of this, okay? I think I'm doing that right, I hope. We'll see. If I didn't just mess up. No, that's right, okay. Yeah, on the inside of the little diagonal cuts, and then on the outside of this one. And this one, you're just gonna have to fold it up. See, it just folds up like that. And I'm gonna have to hold it, because if it was a square, I could have done just what I did over here, but since it's a rectangle, I can't. So we're gonna just kind of hold that down and make sure the glue, we put that little bit of glue right there, and that should be enough to hold it. Okay, see, that's how easy it is. That's how easy a shadow box is. There's nothing to it. There's another way that you can make them deconstructed, which is really cool too. And I'll do that too, but I wanted to try out this card because I need a birthday card real bad. I need several cards. You want to know the truth. And I'm sitting here going, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm going to add more glue. That's not enough glue right there. I'm going to put more glue because that is not holding right there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna have to hold it for just a little bit. Probably should have used the art glitter glue on there. Grab it quicker. Okay, now but it is good glue, very good quality glue. I do like Tonic Studios stuff too, I must admit. Okay, and this is really good glue. Okay, so I think that's okay to let go. Maybe I should use my art glitter. Yeah, I think I will. No, I'm not. Changed my mind. See, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm gonna put some glue right here on that diagonal. I might put a little. Which way does it go in? No, I'm not unless I have to. And then on the other side, on the first panel, I'm gonna glue it. If I need to lift it up and put glue, I can with this glue. Okay, so we're just gonna fold that in and bring it down. There you go. You just fold it over. That's all you do until it slides into position, and it will. There we go. That looks like it's gonna hold, I think. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No. Well, I'm gonna put a little bit more glue right here. Actually, I am. A little bit more glue right there. That's what I like about this glue. It doesn't grab, well, I got a little too much there. It doesn't grab right away, and and it doesn't like rip your paint. I don't know. There's just a good quality glue. It's a little different than art glitter glue, which I like too. In fact, that's what I use 90% of the time. But this glue is good quality glue. Oh boy, I got glue on my hands and I'm touching it, getting it everywhere. Let me get this off. Okay. I always have like a wet rag that I wash, or all the time next to me, because I tried baby wipes, and every time I use baby wipes I just get ink and all over me. The glue is fine, but I didn't buy any more because it's like a pain in the neck with the baby wipes. Okay, so I want that to stick. Oh, see, it's not sticking right there, or maybe it just takes a little bit longer to dry. I want that to hold right there. It's a little bit of glue coming out, but I want that to hold right there. Okay. There we go. And there's just like, oh no, I forgot to, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Never mind. I forgot to put my paper inside. You could do that before you glue it down, but it doesn't matter. Now this DSP is 3.5 by 5, okay? And I just cut a seam. Let me see if that's a little too big. I mean, yeah, it is. I'm gonna have to take off a little bit. Yeah, that doesn't quite fit. I'm gonna have to take off like, let's see. Maybe I'll take off like 1/8 of an inch on both sides. This doesn't want to catch right here. Darn it. Maybe I should have used the art glitter glue for this, because it does not want to catch. Let me see. Now I'll probably really mess it up with too much glue. Let me try that. I just don't understand why it doesn't want to catch. I'm bragging on this glue. It is good glue, but it definitely isn't quick grab. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, I should have used the art glitter. See, I don't even know what I'm doing with glue, I tell you. Oh boy. There we go. That, I think, is going to hold now. This will too, and it's strong glue too, but it just doesn't grab quick like the art glitter glue does. So, but that looks good. All right, this I'm going to have to cut down a little bit. And I'll show you how we put the card, turn it into a card. But I'm going to go ahead and, I'm thinking 1/8 of an inch on on two sides, the one top and one side. So let me try 1/8 of an inch and see if that works. It should. Go right to that 1/8 of an inch. There we go. Paper's so pretty. Yeah, and there was another one that I really liked, but then I thought, oh, well, this one will work better with the little designs, and shoot, I can't, there we go, that worked. So, take 1/8 off, so 3.5, so that's going to be 3 3/8 by 4 7/8, okay? Let me write that down, because this doesn't fit. 3 3/8. Where's a pen? I know I have one. Let me just use this. 3 3/8 by 4 7/8. I'll change that because you won't fit the other size. Okay. So that's just the width of this. So this needed to be cut down just a drop. Okay. So let me see. Did I glue that? No. There we go. Now this glue will be fine for this. Okay. Yeah, it's catching now, so put that in there. Yeah, or if you want, you don't have to. You could put just, if you wanted to make or buy flowers, You could just fill it with flowers and that be done with it. Or a pretty sentiment and then, you know, decorate around it, be done with it. There you go. You could actually do that and put like a string on the back, and you could use that and then maybe decorate the little frame a little bit and use that as a home deco piece. That, I'm worried about that right there. It doesn't seem to want to, well, I don't want to mess with it too much, but there we go. So yeah, I just don't, let me see how the little fence, I did cut out. Now I do like the little fence. I do like that. That's cute. I just don't like the other pieces. So I don't know if I'm going to end up using some of these around here. I just don't know yet, y'all. That's why I don't want to, I really don't even want to put anything down, because that's cute though. So I was going to have like, it's got like a little shovel, a little water can. It's a garden set, you know, with it. And I thought, well, that would be cute. And I even took my finger blade and cut out the white, you know, cut it out so it would, you'd be able to see through it, because I thought that looked better. And that I do like. So that I might use. But I'm still not 100% sure. I'm just not. And I don't want to ruin this by decorating it and then hating it. So I'm going to rethink how I want to decorate this. But that's how you make it. It's so easy. They're very easy to make. It comes with these butterflies and dragonfly. I mean birds and dragonflies. There we go. I'm not even going to put that in there yet, because I know I'm going to end up adding a bird. That I know. I do want a little bird up here. I do want that, because I think that'll be cute. So I can go ahead and put that in there. But other than that, y'all, I'm so sorry, but I might put another bird. Yeah. I think I'm going to put two birds. Okay. And I'll probably maybe put a couple of dragonflies down. Whoops. Get that bird flying right. Whoop. Good grief. And you can, you know, decorate the frame. That's what I was planning on doing too. Oh, wait, how does he go? Want him flying that way. Okay. Oh, good grief. That's teeny tiny for my hands to hold. Okay, so I do want the little birds up there. And then I did make I actually embossed it in silver embossing powder, celebrating someone special. So I don't know. I'm just not going to decorate it yet, because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So I don't want to put anything down. I knew I did want the birds up there. But I'll tell you the truth. You don't need much more than that. Maybe a few little flowers. And that's about it. I just don't even know if I'm going to use that yet, or if I'm going to leave it just, maybe I'll use the dies that build it. That I might do, because I just didn't like the white. When you die cut it, I didn't like the white behind it. So I'm kind of, And this, I thought, you know, since I cut it out, you'd be able to see the background. And I do kind of like that, but I'm not sure yet. I just don't know. And I absolutely can't stand those flowers. So that I'm definitely not using. And I'm probably going to put that right there. That might be enough right there. Maybe put a dragonfly down here. That might be enough. And maybe put use some of my flowers on the frame. I don't know yet. I just don't know yet. And I don't want to commit. So to make the card, turn it into a card, you need a piece of same color card. So I guess you could, if you don't, you know, you could use another color, but I would probably use the same color cardstock. This is going to be, let's see, 5.5 by 6.5, and on the short side, the 5.5 inch side, score at 1/2 an inch. Okay, and I just burnished it. Okay, and all we're going to do is take this piece and glue it See, it's the same size as the shadow box. Just glue this piece right onto here. I think I'm going to use my what you call this, art glitter. Yeah, there's your card. So doesn't matter. Let's see. So I'm going to turn it. I want it to, let's see, this way. Yeah, I want to open this way. So it is the same size. So I'm going to go ahead and just make sure I got it nice and straight. There we go. And even. There we go. That's it. Now, let's see. I forgot about this, having this right here. I've got 6x6 paper, so that I can't put a whole piece there. Oh, is that a little bit too? Yeah, it is. I might have to snip off a teeny tiny bit on the bottom. I'll do that. I've got the back. What I did was use one of the everyday arches, and then I die cut this, the largest one, die cut this arch out, and then I die cut one in white, and then I decorated that way, sending loads of happiness. And y'all, I did this twice. After I sponged it, I did sponge a little green and a little blue. I don't know what happened, but I got like a little mark, so I had to put these little butterflies because I had 2 little marks. So good grief, it's just been. This is gonna be your inside, so I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do something to cover this up. I did not even think about that. She didn't do anything, but that I don't particularly like. So I'm gonna have to do something. But I'm going to go ahead and put this piece, and this was, what was this? I forget. Let's see. This was 6 by 4.5. So and then I cut the arch out of it. And I was thinking I would put that on there like that, and then I've got this popped up on dimensionals and put that right there, and that's the inside of the card. Now that I like. That I do like. Oh, that's pretty too. This paper is just gorgeous, but it's 6 by 6, so I'm gonna have to figure out some way of covering this up. I don't like that. You know, I forgot all about that. See, I'm telling you, I'm not with it. I can't think about it. I've lost like my crafting ability. I don't know what to do. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Get that straight if I can, please. Okay. That looks pretty good. There we go. Yeah, this glue is really, really good because, see, I can move it around. Okay. All right. So I like that. That was the back of one of the, let me take these off. Oh, come on. I think I've got something on the tip of my take your pick tool. It's not grabbing these little dimensionals. And then I'm going to put this right in the middle of this. Oh, wait a minute. This is the inside of the card. You really should not pop this up on dimension. I'm telling you, y'all. Excuse me. I probably should have just glued that down. It's okay. It's okay. But you know, you're already going to have to make a box to put this in, so I guess it's okay. Because you cannot put this in an envelope. Okay, now what am I going to do about this? This I got to think about too. How do I cover that up? Because I do not like that. I could just put I got to snip that off right there. That's a teeny, tiny bit long right there. Yeah, because I didn't come all the way down. Oh, good grief. I could put a piece of ribbon right here. That could work. I just don't want this seam showing like that. I'm probably just going to put a piece of ribbon right along here just to cover that up. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Nice and simple. No, I'm not even going to do that now because I'm afraid I'll mess it up the way I'm crafting. But see, isn't that cute? I love that. I love this idea. You can also take, like if you want to make a 5x7, well, you'd have to figure out the measurements. Let's see. Yeah, this is 6.5 by 5. Well, you could just take a 5x7 card blank and put that on there. Now, you could, but I kind of like this, that it looks like, and then it stands up nice like that. See, I like that. I just don't know how I'm going to decorate that. I just don't know. I do kind of like these little fence posts. That I kind of like. That I'll probably use. Yeah, I do like that. And I'm going to use this up here, probably like that. But until yeah, I do like that. That's fine. I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. That's fine, because I do like that. But the other decorations, oh, don't know. Just don't know. Let me get that on there straight. There we go. That's fine. Yeah, flowers would work. I might put a few flowers, white, and I've got pink and yellow. I bought these when Suzanne came over. I still have, maybe I've used a couple. Have I opened them? Nope. See, I'm telling you, I rarely use. Maybe this one I've used. Yeah, this one I might have used a couple. I might just put some flowers, a little cluster up here, and this, and maybe some flower, little. I don't know yet. I really have to think about it. I will let y'all know. Wow, that is definitely trying to. I'm gonna have to put some more glue up there. That's trying to come apart, and I don't know this. I've never seen this glue do this before. Let me put just a drop of this art glitter and see if I can't get this to catch. There. Wow. Maybe this is not the perfect glue for this. It needs to catch. Okay, maybe that'll be better. I'll hold on to that. But anyway, y'all, I will leave her channel and leave the measurements for you. And I'm really sorry about not decorating it for you. But I hate what I did. And I don't want to ruin this. I don't want to ruin it. Because I am making this for someone. And I don't want to ruin it. I hate it. Absolutely hate what I did. So I'm going to come up with something else. Probably something really simple. Because I think with this paper, that's all you need. But I really do like this idea of how she did it. And I am going to just put a ribbon right there. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. They're very easy to make. I don't know why this glue. I'm going to use art glitter glue though, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that just did not want to catch. Now it's catching. So you just see how easy it is. It's very simple to make a shadow box like that. That's how I always made it. But there is another way also. There's many different ways to make cards, shadow box cards. Many different ways. But this is what I normally would think of when I would think of shadow box. But anyway, y'all, I hope you enjoyed that. Sorry about the decorations, but I'm just, loopy and can't think of anything to do. But thank you so much for watching, y'all. I appreciate your patience and understanding, and I've gotten some kind, sweet messages, and I thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I love you so much, and welcome to any new subscribers. Welcome, and thank you so much. I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate all of y'all, and I love you, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye, y'all.